Hey, gorgeous lucky bee, and thank you so much for requesting my special manifesting cheat sheet. I'm going to take you through this exact formula that I use to teach lucky bees how to manifest absolutely anything that you want. Now, first up, I want to talk about why most people fail at manifesting. And let's be true, right? Let's be honest here. It's such a fuzzy kind of concept. When you first learn about the law of attraction and manifesting, you probably were like, this is too good to be true. I can just think about things and they'll fall from the sky. How amazing. I totally felt like that. But yeah, it really does not work like that in the real world. But nobody tells you what to do. Like, what do I do? Because the law of attraction is awesome, but it's not very practical. So what do you do in the real world? Like, what do you do next? And then what should you do today? It's such a fuzzy kind of concept that I think maybe you were like, oh, maybe I just fake it till I make it. Maybe that's the way to manifest stuff. Just act confidently and it will all come in. Or maybe you think that you've had to meditate 5 hours a day and only think good thoughts, and then you can manifest anything that you want. And you're like, is that how it works? Do I have to deserve this? Or maybe you think that manifesting is just for some people who are born under a lucky star, or somehow they've found a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And I was like that. I was like, I don't know how to do this. And you know what? A couple of years ago, I had this crazy lucky year that really made me think about the law of attraction in a different way. And it started off just winning things like competitions, and I started winning bingo because I used to play bingo a lot with my mum. And then I got 2 scholarships in a row that I didn't kind of even apply for. And then I even got a bank error in my favor, and it was just a couple of days before my university tuition was due. And then crazy thing happened. I won a competition for 6 months all expenses paid travel around the world after setting a goal about going traveling. Now, I really did think the first few things were a coincidence, but I absolutely 100% manifested that travel experience, and I'll tell you about that in a bit. But from the outside, it looked like I was just being a lucky bitch, and my friends were saying, oh, you're so lucky. But you know what? I consciously manifested it. And when I break down that opportunity and you see how I won it, you'll realize that manifesting isn't magic at all. There's a lot of stuff you can do behind the scenes to virtually guarantee your success. And if not guarantee it, at least give you a much better chance of achieving your goals. So when I actually found out about the travel competition, and I knew that I had totally manifested the actual opportunity, but I knew I had to pull out all the stops to actually win it. So with my Virgo brain, I started breaking down everything that I'd ever read about the law of attraction and tried to put it into really practical actions. And that's actually how I came up with the formula that we're going to talk about today. And it works amazingly, not just to win that competition, which was obviously a crazy story, but you can use it to manifest new clients, dream houses, friends, and even some of my lucky bees have used it to manifest their soulmate as well. It works on everything. You know, I've asked the universe for help when I've needed it, and it always delivers when I follow this process. So over the last couple of years, I've refined it and distilled it down into the really important points so you know it works, and it's been tested on tens of thousands of women. So here's what I'm going to share with you today, that exact formula broken down into some actions that you can take right now. And we're going to break it down because I'm sick of kind of those manifesting courses where you don't know what to do, but you have this underlying feeling that you have to kind of deserve it or you have to be perfect. It's got something to do about being like a really good person. I mean, and how do you know how to do that? How do you know when you're perfect enough or you're ready? You absolutely can't tell. And I'm here to tell you that that's not how manifesting works. We're going to break it down together and you'll see that you can manifest absolutely any goal that you want just following these simple steps. Now, don't worry if you feel like you've sucked at manifesting in the past, or maybe you've attracted some amazing things, but you don't know how to replicate that success for something else. The first thing I want you to do is to download that free cheat sheet below. There should be a link and you can follow along, or you can use your diary as well. But think of a specific goal that you want to manifest right now, something that's a short-term goal for you, and we're going to try it out together. Okay, so let's talk about the first step. The first step is decluttering your negative beliefs about that goal. Now, after the law of attraction being kind of woo-woo, the biggest second problem that I think is stopping you from manifesting what you want is your mindset. And I know you've heard this a million times and you're probably like, yes, Denise, I know. Mindset is really important. Yep, mindset, got it. That's not very unique. But the problem in the personal development industry is that apparently we're expected to be positive all of the time. And it's almost taboo to say anything negative about your goal. But guess what? You do have the negative thoughts and you already have those negative feelings about your goal. They're just inside. And if I had $1 for every time someone said to me, oh, Denise, I don't have any blocks to success. Of course I want my dreams to come true. I would seriously have a mountain of dollars. Because the thing is, I'm telling you this right now. It's totally okay to go to the dark side for a little bit, because the dark side and that stuff deep down is just information for you to clear. It's totally okay to acknowledge that some things in your life are not working as well as you want them to, because that is going to clear the way, and get really honest. Whenever there's kind of a really big goal that you want to manifest, whether it's a new house, new job, new clients, more money, whatever, this is the first thing that you need to do: declutter your mindset around that goal. If you refuse this one and you just push through with sheer willpower, then you're going to miss out on the power of deep transformation that you really, really need to do. So for example, if you insist on only positive affirmations like, I am wealthy, I am a millionaire, I am rich, damn it, I am rich. Well, there's a part of you that's going, no, you're not. You're not at all. Your subconscious mind actually doesn't believe you. And that is what's going to stop you actually achieving your goals. So this is step 1 that we're going to do together. Declutter your beliefs about that particular goal. And don't be afraid to go to the dark side and find your really true, deep, and hidden feelings. So let me give you some specific examples. So recently I've lost a little bit of weight, and this has been a goal of mine for ages. I found it really difficult at first because I was trying to do things the old way. First of all, I felt like I needed to deserve it before I was allowed to lose weight. I felt like I had to be perfect with my diet all the time and go to the gym all the time before I was allowed to lose weight. So it felt way more difficult than it needed to be, and I knew that I had some big mindset issues to declutter. So step 1, I made a quick list of all the reasons why I didn't want to lose weight. And this is where you have to go deep, even if you're not quite sure that you really believe those things on the surface level. So a few quick things I wrote down. I thought, oh my God, I'm gonna have to re-record all my videos. I'm gonna have to have new headshots. Oh, what a hassle. And then I was like, oh, it's gonna be so hard and boring to lose weight. I don't think I wanna do it. And I was like, oh, I have to buy new clothes. And then I went, maybe my audience won't like me anymore if I was thin. I just wrote everything down that I could think of. Now, this is just a weight loss example, right? But this is the first exercise in the manifesting formula that you can use for your own goal. So what beliefs do you need to declutter? For example, if you want to manifest a big house, what are some of the downsides of that? Maybe you write down, I hate moving. Moving's a big hassle. Maybe you're worried that your family or friends might be jealous if you had a bigger house. Maybe you're worried about paying the mortgage and it'd be scary and you wouldn't be able to do it. This is the first step. You really need to go to that dark side and be honest with yourself about all of your fears. Why wouldn't you want this goal to come true? What are some of your fears around it? What are some of the negative beliefs that you might have about actually achieving that goal? And if you had a really successful business or life or whatever, what would be some of the downsides about that? What would be bad for you about making more money? Now, you might be so reluctant to go there, right? Because you've been told for a long time you have to be super duper positive in order to manifest what you want. But you're not going to manifest this bad stuff if you talk about it. You're just bringing it to the surface so you can declutter it, acknowledge it, and release it. You're bringing in your true feelings and your worries to the surface. You're not going to manifest it. So I want you to post in the comments at least 3 reasons why you don't actually want your dream to come true. It could be a fear, it could be a negative belief, and it could be your biggest secret worry. Now, this is just one part of decluttering for sure, but the awareness of where you're holding yourself back is a great first start. It's kind of like farts, they're better out than in. And you might find something really obvious, right? You might like, oh, I didn't realize I had that fear. Now I see I have to release that before I can achieve the goal. So write it all down and dig deep, even if it's just one negative belief you have around achieving your goal right now, and it's going to give you some really juicy, valuable stuff to clear. So, have you done step 1? Awesome. Time to move on to step 2.